Bold and the Beautiful recap March 26. Ridge chose his new destiny. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Wednesday, March 26 saw Hope break Carter's heart, Steffi on edge, and Ridge finally choosing the woman of his dreams. What happened today on The Bold and the Beautiful? Ridge, Thorsten K., was caught in quite a predicament in the main office when Taylor, Rebecca Buddig, and Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, fought for his heart. Brooke shamelessly told Ridge how much she loves him and even pointed out how she only took the CEO's job to save the company for her main man. She then invited Ridge to move home, all while Taylor stood on the sidelines and watched. Taylor stood on the sidelines and watched Brooke try her best to win Ridge over. She played into their past and their so-called destiny. While Ridge agreed they could have had it all, and very much did once upon a time, he wasn't quite falling for her pleas. The past is just that, the past. The idea of hurting either of them was too much. It was time for him to choose once and for all, and he didn't choose Brooke. He chose Taylor. Big success. Meanwhile, across the hall, Finn, Tanner Novlin, stopped by to see his wife and interrupted Steffi, Jacqueline Missinswood, and Daphne Rose's, Muriel Hilaire, chatter about the perfumer's budding feelings for Carter, Lawrence St. Victor. Yes, Daphne Rose has very much fallen for that man. It's just too bad Hope, Annika Noel, has such a hold on him. Finn was happy to see things were getting back to normal now. Daphne Rose soon took her leave to go check on someone. Hope broke Carter's heart. Speaking of Hope and Carter, they were still in the cabin, having it out over the state of their relationship. Once again, Hope was determined to cut ties while Carter fought tooth and nail for another change. He made every promise in the world he could think of and vowed to make things right for her. Hope wasn't having it at all. She even accused him of not loving her. Hope then put him on notice that the Forresters would soon backstab him too. They only gave him another chance because they were happy to put all the blame and shame on her instead of him. He fell for it and chose them over her, and that's that. She yelled and hollered about him choosing Tate family and his kiss with Daphne Rose and all his betrayals. Enough is enough. That's all it took for Carter to realize what was really going on. He's no longer desirable because he's not in a position she can use anymore. Despite all that and despite Hope's snarky comments and her animosity, Carter still wanted to make it work. Hope then dressed him down by telling him she no longer loves him. He's not the man he was when she fell for him. She said goodbye and made him show himself out. It's over. After he left, she sat and cried while replaying all their sweet moments together. Fixing what's broken later, Carter arrived at the office and sat alone in the design room trying to process all that went down at the cottage. The voice he heard in his head while reminiscing wasn't Hope's though, it was Daphne Rose. How appropriate since Daphne Rose then found him mulling over his life. She explained that she was going to go back to Paris, but she can't leave now. She's never met a man like Carter. He's a good man who made a very bad decision, but he's making it right. She then took him into her arms for a hug. At the same time, Steffi went home and was all smiles while gloating with Finn. Her family has their second home back, their beloved company. She was thrilled, except that Brooke is still around. She was sure that private chat she was having with Ridge wasn't just about Hope. She was sure Brooke was throwing herself at Ridge. And of course, she was right. That's exactly what Brooke was doing.